Hey guys, welcome. How's it going? Humpy Hap Day. Happy Hump Day. Hope your middle of the week is going well. It is N7 Day in the gaming world. It's the day where we celebrate all things Mass Effect. I don't have any N7 gear. I do have my Andromeda Initiative hoodie, so I do have that on. I've got trinkets and stuff and things like that around, including this glass, actually. That's also from Andromeda. I got the loot crate. That's from the Vortex, which is the bar. The bar on the Hyperion. Let me unmute that, because it does play. Excuse me, move the mouse cursor out of the way as well. Alright, so hopefully we won't have any issues with stuttering, because I had those. We played this for a couple of hours on Extra Life Day this past Saturday. We did a couple side missions stuff. We started... Oh, we tried to find the planet where the Wrex family armor mission takes place, and we're there. Unfortunately, I had a schedule that I was trying to meet, and it was at the end of the stream, and I didn't want to bust the schedule, so we just saved it right here. So we should be right outside where we need to be to get it. Get these guys from here. Probably didn't leave anything. Any body parts. We're going to be going for 3 hours tonight. This is with the new schedule. This is not, Wednesdays are not going to be part of the regular rotation. We're only going to be doing weekends.
My armor's here somewhere.
Only going to be streaming on weekends, 4 hours per night. So, but because this is N7 Day, we were going to stream anyway. Alright, you guys go up there. I don't remember if they're all upstairs or whether there's some down here or not.
Look out!
Enemies everywhere.
Go, go, go! Go, go, go! Go, go, go!
All right, let's see. We'll lift this guy. Take me a minute to get used to the controls again. Alright. Let's see, which button is it that gets them both to... attack the same target. All right, let's see. I remember half of these skills.
Enemy is everywhere! Enemy is everywhere! Go, go, go! Go, go, go!
Oh, there's the guy. He's supposed to be the guy that we're going after. Ton Actus.
Now I'm ready.
I'll take a look around. I think the last guy's upstairs. Take a look down here first.
Hold the line!
Oh, maybe not.
Go, go, go!
Negative contacts, Commander.
And also, they dropped a bit of BioWare dropped a bit of news today for those of you that have Andromeda on Xbox One X. They dropped an update for Andromeda today for enhanced Xbox One Enhanced X Enhanced support. So get some upgraded visuals and stuff. I don't know what else is in it, if there are any other tweaks or not. But they did announce that today, and it should be available. I have not checked yet. Wow, lots of goodies in here. Biotic amps, cool. Have to check those. Alright, let's see. Any of these other containers? Got some hacking to do. Never been a fan of... Well, at least it's easy. Wrex, move.
This is it. I can't believe my ancestors ever wore this piece of
This
crap,
piece of crap.
but at least I've got it back.
Whatever.
I'm glad we could help you get it back.
I might just be starting to like you, Shepard.
That's key for later in the game. Wrex touches his grandfather's armor, his expression thoughtful, perhaps. Krogan are hard to read. Then he shakes off his bemusement and grips his gun with renewed purpose. Time to move on. There will be a point in the game later where you could potentially lose Wrex. And there are a couple of things that you can do to potentially mitigate that. One is having your charm or your intimidate. Maybe it's just charm, I'm not sure. At a certain level in your skills. The other is doing this mission that we just did for him. So when we get to that point in the story, we shouldn't have to worry about losing Wrex. I guess in effect you could possibly consider it a loyalty kind of thing, like you'll see in Mass Effect 2. And we did... shit. So I brought Garrus with me. Let's see, how's everybody doing? We'll top tally off. We'll pick that up. Ow! I guess I should have waited until... maybe until it cooled down. Alright. We're done here. See any other goodies to pick up? Because we had problems with the game freezing, we will get a save before we walk out. All right. I believe that is it for this place. Yep, got all of those. Let me go back up to the ship. I don't know if we're going to do any story stuff tonight. Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. I want to do some side missions and think, hey, Hackett doesn't want to talk to us. Alright, let's see. Let's check. We'll check the codex first. Excuse me, see if there's any new stuff in here.
50,000. Though now extinct, the Rachni once threatened every species in Citadel space. Over 2,000 years ago, explorers foolishly opened a mass relay to a previously unknown system and encountered something never seen before or since, a species of spacefaring insects guided by a hive mind intelligence. Unfortunately, the Rachni were not peaceful, and the galaxy was plunged into a series of conflicts known as the Rachni Wars. Attempts to negotiate were futile, as it was impossible to make contact with the hive queens that guided the race from beneath the surface of their toxic home world. The emergence of the Krogan ended the Rachni Wars. Bred to survive the harshest environments, the Krogan were able to strike at the queens in their lairs and reclaim conquered Council worlds. But when Krogan fleets pressed them back to their homeworld, the Rachni refused to surrender, and the Krogan eradicated them from the galaxy.
So you thought.
In the early... After the Thresher Maws are subterranean carnivores that spend their entire lives eating, or searching for something to eat. Threshers reproduce via spores that can lie dormant for millennia, yet are robust enough to survive prolonged periods in deep space and atmospheric re-entry. As a result, thresher spores appear on many worlds, spread by previous generations of space travelers. The body of a thresher never entirely leaves the ground. Only the head and tentacles erupt from the earth to attack. In addition to physical attacks, threshers have the ability to project toxic chemicals and emit bursts of infrasound as a shockwave weapon. The Alliance first encountered threshers on the colony of Akuz in 2177. After contact was lost with the Pioneer team, Marine units were deployed to investigate. The shore parties were set upon by hungry threshers, and nearly the entire assault force was killed. Alliance forces recommend engaging threshers with vehicle-mounted heavy weapons. The Citadel. Biotic and...
There we go.
Mass relays are feats of Prothean engineering advanced far beyond the technology of any living species. They are enormous structures scattered throughout the stars and can create corridors of virtually mass-free space, allowing instantaneous transit between locations separated by years or even centuries of travel using conventional FTL drives. Primary mass relays can propel ships thousands of light years, often from one spiral arm of the galaxy to another. However, they have fixed one-to-one connections. A primary relay connects to one other primary relay and nowhere else. Secondary relays can only propel ships across a few hundred light years. However, they are omnidirectional. A secondary relay can send a ship to any other relay within its limited range. There are many dormant primary relays whose corresponding twins have not yet been located. These are left inactive until their partner is charted, as established civilizations are unwilling to blindly open a passage that might connect them to a hostile species.
That makes a whole lot of sense, right? What does this button do? All right, journal. Yeah, Vermeer. That's the planet that I was referring to earlier when we were talking about Wrex, about the armor. So we have not gone there yet. All right, assignments. These are your secondary things. Some of these are like collectibles, as you can see. Collect these medallions, these ID tags, writings, things like that. All right, so let's see. That's Conrad. That's another collectible one. There's one as well. There's several of those. Let's go down here and do this one. Let's see, what was the description? You discovered a strange transmission discussing some sort of biotic commune. On the whole, it seems harmless, but something about the message is a little disturbing. Find the commune. Head to the Sentry system in the Hawking ETA cluster, I guess, and investigate the strange biotic commune. God, the sensitivity on this thing is crazy. All right, there's where we have to go. Are there any others? To go scout first. Does not appear to be so. Yes.
Message coming in, Commander. Big surprise. The Alliance needs you
Big
again.
surprise. Right. Thank you.
This is Admiral Hackett with Alliance Command. We've got a mission for you. An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hawking ETA cluster. He's attracted a number of followers.
That's where we're
mostly
going.
biotics. He's become an outspoken critic of the Alliance, and we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
What
Cool
kind
your
of
jets,
proof do you
man.
have that the Major is dangerous?
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed them. That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now. He set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes. Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself, though. I think he's just latched onto a group he identifies with. Many biotics feel marginalized or ostracized by society. Kyle probably sees them as victims who need his protection, and they see him as someone who will fight for them. Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow responsible for all their problems. We can't let him go on like this.
What were those Alliance representatives going to talk to Major Kyle about?
They wanted to bring him back to an Alliance facility for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him. Given his state of mind, however, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he had his followers killed him.
What else can you tell me about Major Kyle?
He used to be a model soldier, but something happened to him at Torfin. Too many Alliance
Snapped.
soldiers died under his command. Couldn't cope with the guilt. His psych evaluations showed he couldn't handle the stress of command anymore. He was given an honorable discharge and early retirement. We'd hoped he would get better in time, but we underestimated how far gone he was. Now it looks like it's too late.
You want me to kill him? That's the renegade option.
I might be able to end this without violence.
You serve with him. He might listen to you. But he's already killed 2 Alliance representatives. I trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
Alright, what do we got? Looks like 4 planets and a moon. Canctra. A terrestrial world of average size, Canctra's atmosphere is composed of nitrogen and argon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of tin with deposits of calcium. Aside from some spectacular formations of water ice at the poles, the planet has little to recommend it. Oh boy, it's really cold too. A little less than Earth gravity. Light metal surveyed. While scanning this planet, you have detected a significant deposit of cobalt. That's for one of the collectible missions. Ah, shit, that we've got on our log. Got in our logs. All right, we'll go to this one next. I forgot. All right, Clendagon. Clendagon is an arid terrestrial slightly larger than Earth, but with a lower density that reflects its relative lack of heavier elements. The crust is composed of tin and aluminum, with wide deserts of dust-fine sand that are easily stirred by the wind. Clendagon's most striking feature is, of course, the Great Rift Valley that stretches across the southern hemisphere. It sounds like Mariner Valley on Mars. What is most fascinating about the rift is that it does not appear to be natural. The geological record suggests it is the result of a glancing blow by a mass accelerator round of unimaginable destructive power. This occurred some 37 million years ago. A little less than Earth gravity as well. Alright, land, we're going to back out. This is probably where they are. We're going to get the other planets first. And then come back. Another survey. Theropto is a typical hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and sulfur in its atmosphere. It has over 100 moons and an extensive ring system composed of pulverized rock, presumably the debris from shattered moons. A length of 17.5 Earth hours. Medallion recovered. While scanning the planet Theropto, you discovered a tiny moon with some odd readings. Further scans by Chief Engineer Adams revealed a destroyed escape pod. Your salvage team recovered the components and found a League of One medallion. Tamahera. Tamahera has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and xenon. The surface is icy and composed of sodium oxide with deposits of calcium. It contains a few unremarkable metals, but mainly consists of rock. The presence of canyons and floodplains indicates that liquid water once existed, suggesting Tamahera had a thicker insulating atmosphere in the past. Presrop. Presrop is the moon of Clendagon. It is a frigid, barren world with an extremely thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. The crust contains plentiful deposits of heavy metals. The Alliance has opened bidding for the moon's mineral rights, but exploitation will be complicated by the system's proximity to the 5 kiloparsec ring around the galactic core. The ring is an area of intense star formation and too dangerous for to safely travel. Presrop's landscape is a nightmare of jagged, overlapping ridges and geological shock zones created by some ancient disaster. This has not deterred a generation of illegal wildcat miners from attempting to exploit the moon's mineral riches. Unfortunately, many have lost their lives. Surface gravity. Alright. Our normal modus operandi for planets is, well, once we pick our crew, is once we land, we'll get a save. That'll be our initial save, and then as we save from there, we'll save onto a second slot in case we have to, for whatever reason, revert. But we haven't had to do that yet. Alright, so we check the map. These things that are marked on the map are the ones that we know about. There can be others if you go explore the rest of the surface. Anomaly, some debris, and the biotic compound. Alright, so let's do a little bit of looking around first. We'll go up that way. That's up near the edge of the map. Anything up this way? Looking for the least vertical, least vertical surface. Ah, see, there we go. Or is that one of the ones that's... I don't know. Let's take a look. It's like a road. Discovery. This cluster of prefab utility shacks have a distinctly ramshackle look to them. A set of rover tracks lead over the mountain ridge to the southwest. Oh, I didn't get my save, did I? I said I was going to do that.
En route.
Level 7, level 6. We do need to check skill points and stuff too. For too much longer. Shredder rounds. Energy weave. Medical interface kinetic buffer. Alright, to the southwest it said. Oh, okay. Oh, so we never did reach. Alrighty. Let's continue on our original path. We'll swing back. Oh man, that looked like it could be a thresher maw area. Hey, happy N7 day. Hello. How was your hump day? Good. My day was good, although the commute was awful. Awful. Took about twice as long as it normally does. No. Ah, poopers. Alright, fine. It's rain and drivers in this city are terrible to begin with, but yeah. Even the Mako can't make some of these. Oh. Name him Thomas? Is that the name of the train? Oh, come on, come on. Urgh. Yeah, exactly. I think I can. I think I can. Oh, come on, baby. Oh. I really hate it when that happens. You get really close to the top, and then all of a sudden you can't move. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. There we go. Nice. The Mako does it again. Thank you. That's right. You know, I think that might actually... I think you were the one that said it the other day, right? That the rock one was probably your favorite skill out of the new stuff. Oh, Sea Star? Okay. What I should probably do is see if I can find a decent icon or of a cartoon snowball or something and put some yay hands out of it, you know, that look like sticks. Kind of like the middle section of a snowman. Or something like that. Two question marks. Enemies everywhere. You just missed by about maybe 15 minutes. We got Rex's family armor, so we did get that taken care of. That was where we ended the extra life stream. So now we don't have to hopefully worry about Wrex on Vermeer. Of course, I think our charm is maxed out anyway, so I think we could probably talk him down from the ledge. Alright, let's see what I'm going to do with these points real quick. Decryption. sniping. Increases the explosion radius of your tech proximity mines. Shuts down enemy tech and biotic abilities. Let's give her some more armor. We got just a teeny bit of renegade. Level 38. Go ahead and grab that second save. Yeah, Lola is not amused. She says you're not trying hard enough. Discovery. The front of the rover is crumpled in from impact. A glance inside tells you the occupants, probably a team of illegal wildcat miners that were mentioned back there, are dead. Debris is still sliding down the furrows left by its tires, silent in the near vacuum atmosphere. Terrain insignia, another collectible. Digging under the beacon revealed a piece of scrap metal, likely from a very old freighter. It was marked on one side with the Macedine outpost insignia. Macedine. We're on the, we're doing the biotic compound here. We're just saving that spot for last. The cult, Major Kyle. Come on. There we go. Nice jump. Oh. Not gonna work. Have I said I don't like those mini games? Not with a controller, anyway. Alright, the compound. I wonder if we should go down here first. Just bypass it real quick. See if there's anything of interest down that way. Oh, come on, baby. Looks like some minerals to the left. Doesn't look like there's going to be anything over there, so we'll grab the minerals. compound. Gold. Man, it's like every time I see one of these structures, you look at it from the side, it just reminds me of some, like a frog or something. It's like, oh, thanks, Iceman. Okay. I'll grab a safe before we go in. Beep.
This is a private sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
I want this to end peacefully. If he doesn't see me, people could get hurt.
We won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us. We need him.
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you.
Woohoo,
Head to the
two
building
more.
at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
Oh, the one that we just looked at that we couldn't go in before. It's now green. What does we'll try that. See how that works. There's that same music that you hear every time you go into one of these.
Biotics can feel safe here.
Great.
We can't trust the Alliance.
The Alliance wants to wipe us out. Father Kyle told us.
Do you believe everything Father Kyle tells you? No, don't answer that.
Everyone looks at us like we're freaks, just because we have biotics.
We'll go left first. steal all your stuff. Then we'll talk to your leader. It's funny how you can open all these malfunctioning objects and it actually has useful stuff in it.
Just because we're biotics doesn't mean we don't deserve to be treated fairly.
I am Major Kyle. I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you. Why can't you just leave us alone?
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
They wanted to take me away from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy. I did what I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
The Alliance sent me to bring you in, Major. Can't you see this has gotten out of hand? Don't you understand you are endangering your followers?
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must face the consequences of your actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
No, this was my fault. My children are innocent, pure. Please, I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
Creeper! Hey, Laser, what's up?
You're doing the right thing, Major. Your children will be better off for it. Come on.
Wait, if my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack and you will be forced to kill them all.
Thank you.
You
I
have shown me
appreciate
the
that.
error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
I'm gonna trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
I will not betray you, Commander. Thank you for this.
Your pilot can have an Alliance command patrol pick Major Kyle up. I just hope you know what you're doing, Shepard.
That's why they put me in charge, right? I get to make the decisions around here.
We can't trust.
Don't question me!
Those other men from the Alliance tried to kill Father Kyle.
Alright. Let's go back to the ship so we can talk to Bishop. Hackett. See if he has any other missions for us to do. Run! Run! See if there's any other shelters or anything around there. No. Nothing else to check. Okay, let's grab another save just in case. Whoa. Save complete. Go to the map. Go back to the ship. Talk to Hackett. We may be going back to the Citadel next. He's going to wait for us to try and go somewhere first.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Admiral Hackett here, Commander. Your helmsman just forwarded your report on Major Kyle. We sent in a team as you instructed. Kyle's followers have disbanded, and the Major surrendered to us without incident. We'll make sure he gets the help he needs. To be honest, Shepard, I thought this thing was going to end in a bloodbath. I don't know how you did it, but you saved a lot of lives. Congratulations.
It's called maxing out my charm skill, Admiral. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we've got in the log here to do. Like I said, we may have to go back to the Citadel. Let's see, that's collectibles, collectibles. That's the one I was talking about. More collectibles. Oh, okay, we can do this one first. Maybe we get a chance to talk to Conrad again if we go back to the Citadel. Conrad Werner. Land on Elodis in the Spartan system of the Artemis Tau cluster. I can never remember where the hell these systems are. There we go. Ooh. Alright, Sparta, that's where we're supposed to go. I also want to make sure we do the Bring Down the Sky DLC as well before we get to end game. But that's obviously not going to be tonight. It'll be sometime this weekend, I'm sure. We've got 2 more hours tonight and then 12 over the weekend, so we'll put a big dent in what's left. Colossus. Arcanese. A small hydrogen helium gas giant, Arcanese has been developed as a full-featured, if modest, stopover for ships hauling refined materials from Therum. In addition to powerful magnetic field to dump drive charge, Arcanus, I guess, I don't know, Arcanus has a largely automated infrastructure of helium-3 refining and deuterium mining on its many water ice moons, but day length is only 16 hours. Nitrogen this time. Zakros is a terrestrial world with a nitrogen-methane atmosphere containing trace amounts of hydrocarbons. Its frigid surface is mainly composed of water ice and hydrocarbon slush. Most of the surface is not solid enough to support the full weight of a landed ship. If approach is necessary, use shuttles or keep the ship's mass effect envelope up. 0.4 surface gravity. I love this music too. It's very relaxing. Oh, there, and we've already been there. That's where we got Nyara. Maybe we don't have to go to the rest of these. We've already been here. Signal coming in. Patching it through. Or message coming in. You know, Admiral Hackett can be pretty damn rude sometimes. I'm busy here, sir. Alsages. Small distant Alsages is a small terrestrial with a trace atmosphere of methane and argon. The surface is composed of water, ice, and calcium with occasional deposits of light metals. During the Alliance's pirate suppression campaign in the 2160s, the Batarian Elawam Ranpera was caught with his freighter Tunarons grounded on Alsages for drive discharge. When challenged by the cruiser Hyderabad, sounds like someplace in the Middle East, Ranpera refused to surrender. The Tunaron was destroyed, attempting to take off. The debris is strewn across the southern hemisphere. Surface gravity 0.7. Antamalka. Antamalka is a large hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and sulfur in the atmosphere. Its massive gravity well tugs many asteroids from the outer belt inwards, past the orbit of Altair and Daedalus, eventually settle into the inner belt. Antamalka's orbit is congested with hundreds of captured moons. Most last only a few thousand years before being ejected, dragged down into the atmosphere, or ripped apart by tidal forces and added to the gas giant's immense rings. Attempting to navigate this chaotic environment is hazardous at best. Ships without military-grade kinetic barriers are likely to suffer catastrophic impacts. Day length 17 Earth hours. There's Daedalus, was just mentioned. Oh, we can land here. Daedalus is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Daedalus's surface is covered by wide deserts of silicate sand, with only a few areas of indigenous rock highlands to break the abrasive dust-choked wind. Daedalus's orbit is congested with debris thrown inwards by the gravity of the gas giant Antamalka. Due to the high rate of meteor impacts, exploration is highly dangerous. So let's go. Let's make sure we haven't actually landed here first. Check our saves. It's another reason to make a save every time you land on a planet. Nope, we have not been here. Alright, let's check the map. Let's go down, let's do a quick check down here. Man, if there were that many meteors hitting that planet. Messing it up pretty good. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Just look like pop rocks. Polonium. Woohoo! More points. Alright, come on, Sarah. She who is not Ashley's sister. That's the corner of the map. Let's take a quick... We'll go over here. And then I guess just head north. From there. Yes, I am. It is indeed both. How's it going, Intimidator? How you doing? Come on. What's the, if you don't mind me asking, I know you've been in here a bunch. What's the BOH for? Got an abbreviation for something? Palladium. Alright. Let's get our second save and get this, get the overwrite going. I mean, I know what the Intimidator is based on your icon. I used to be a big NASCAR fan. Don't follow it that much anymore.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
They're not in the red, Joker. Dude. Chill. Alright, fine. We'll head up that way then.
Redeploying.
Okay. Who's next? Ah, okay. Got it. Thank you. Awesome. Oh, for those of you that weren't here earlier or saw the news today, BioWare, if you have an Xbox One X, I guess, wouldn't matter otherwise, they announced Xbox One X enhanced, Xbox One X enhanced support was released today for Andromeda. So if you have the game and an Xbox One X, you can get that. Man, oh man. I am not leaving here till I get this. Let's see, armor, weapon upgrade. Ooh, combat scanner 7. I don't know that I need that, but one of the other guys might. And they also posted a video to their Twitter account hinting very strongly that there will be games, more Mass Effect games in the future. But I mean, let's be honest, you know, with Anthem coming out in a little over 3 months, anything Mass Effect is still 3 to 4 years away. Plus whatever they've got working on Dragon Age, although I don't know if there's any crossover between those two teams at all. Is it Mike Laidlaw? Is he the executive producer? Dragon Age, I think.
Moving out.
He's dead. Oh, really? We have to decrypt? Okay. ID tag. You found Captain Milan's identification tag. How it ended up here is impossible to know for sure. So we're just going to leave his body here. Not give him a proper burial. Uh-oh. We have another Thresher Maw, maybe? Oh, did he? I must have missed that. Who's running the franchise now? Somebody under him, I assume? Yeah, see? There's gonna be a Thresher Maw in here. Anytime you see something in the middle of a flat area, you should always assume there's a Thresher Maw here. Alright, we'll get a save. I know Casey was doing massive. He's over everything, though, right? Because Mike Gamble. I guess he would be doing Mass Effect because Casey's over everything now, right? The big cheese. Hey, there he is. Hello. What up? Just keep moving and hope you get lucky and he doesn't spawn right underneath you. Yeah, if you want her to stay your fiancé and potentially become your wife, yes. Take that advice. We'll see if we can do what we did earlier in the game. It may go very badly. Close. Close. Where is he? You get mega XP if you do that.
Redeploying.
He just looks like he's he looks like he's taking a nap.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Looks like these men were under Admiral Kahoku's command.
Yep.
You want to know what happened here?
That's the guy right outside the council chambers, right? That we kept wanting to talk to, but we couldn't. All right. Is that everything? Yeah, I think so. Go ahead and grab this. So when are you guys getting married, if you don't mind me asking? All right. Yeah, it's been a while since I played these. I originally played them on Xbox 360 back when each of them first came out, and played them once or twice since then. And then obviously Andromeda came out a couple years ago. I guess it is now. You played through that 4 times on 3 different platforms. So I figured it was time. I don't know what I'm going to do once we finish this. Whether we want to roll right into Mass Effect 2 or do something else first. We'll have to wait and see. That's not what I wanted to do. I'm going to check the log. Oh, that's right. We got points. 1. Oh, that's right. I'm back on the ship. I can only do my own points back on the ship. All right. Journal. Assignments. Citadel. We got to go to the Citadel for 3 things. We got to go talk to her. We got to go talk to the Admiral. Citadel Tower, and we got to see if we can talk to Conrad again. So that's all we have right now. It's about maybe I'll look up and see where you go to kick off Bring Down the Sky. Whether you reach a certain point in the story, or I don't remember. It's been way, way, way too long. I remember the DLC, I just don't remember how you trigger it. So I think you said Intimidator you play on 360. I assume you have an Xbox One. strictly Xbox, or do you have any PlayStation stuff or a Switch or anything like that? PC? Do you remember what you did to trigger it? I mean, it's not a big deal if you don't. I'll just look it up. It's... Oh, no! No, not the lights! Thank you. Just Xbox One.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Wrex. Mikhailovich. Uh-oh. Why do I get the feeling?
Rear Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
Commander Shepard, SSV Normandy.
You don't know who I am, do you, Commander? I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. And the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship and you.
I still serve the Alliance, sir. As a Spectre, I can advance our interests to the Council.
You still know what color your blood is, Shepard? I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin.
Oh, dude!
This ship has saved our lives a dozen times over.
An exaggeration. I've read your reports.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Experiment diverted
That's on the
billions
map.
from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no. We had
Thank
to
you.
make nice to the Turians. Throw money at a co-developed boondoggle.
We'll save that for
I'm
Friday.
here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
We'd be honored to show her to you, Admiral.
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long. Commander, I'm not happy.
Sorry.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
Modified Turian style. They prefer commanders looking over their subordinates rather than in the middle of them. We wanted to see how effectively they can command with that setup.
Reasonable goal, but they should have studied that in a lab rather than on a frontline warship. I had to shake my head
lab?
at that drive core of yours. 120 billion credits at element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
What does this guy have stuck up his backside?
We can loiter in an enemy system and monitor traffic or drop infiltration teams on enemy worlds. Normandy could be more effective than the Solarian STG.
Maybe. But that's not the job of a proper warship. We're supposed to
It's
find
not a
and kill
warship.
the enemy fleet, not count how many times their garrison goes to the bathroom. And we need to talk about your crew, Commander.
Hey.
Logan? Asari? Turians? What are you
Wrex
thinking,
is
Commander?
standing right
You
there.
can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment?
Between Saren and the Geth, we have enough enemies out here. Treating other species with suspicion and distrust won't win hearts and minds.
That assumes the hearts and minds are worth winning.
Ooh.
That hasn't been proven yet. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this?
Is this like Ashley's long-lost brother?
I think Normandy is a good ship, sir. Even if you disagree, you have to see that her joint construction and multiracial crew make the Alliance look better.
Your job is to look good, Commander. The
It's
Alliance
fem
Navy
ships. He always
is to
looks
win
good.
Wars. I'm not convinced Normandy isn't a waste of taxpayer money, but I am convinced that you believe otherwise, and that you'll use it to its best ability. I'll be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. It will not be as negative as I'd planned. Good hunting, Commander Shepard. Make us proud.
Yes, sir. Oh man, I didn't get any renegade points out of that? For being a little bit of a, hey, don't you talk about my ship or my crew. Some free XP, even though it's only 89. One of the coolest ships ever. Oh, speaking of, I talked about the Xbox One Xbox One X enhanced updates to Andromeda that was released today. They also announced that I forget who is making it.
After years of poor economic performance, Exogeny
there's a
has
company
announced
making
that
an
its
18-inch
Cerberus is finally returning a profit.
An 18-inch replica of the Tempest.
Effort have finally paid off for Exogeny. Exogeny stock rose sharply with the announcement, with investors pleased at this surprising news.
$235, I think it is. Dark Horse, I guess. Dark Horse Direct and BioWare are pleased to reveal the Mass Effect Andromeda Tempest ship 18-inch. Although that's not right. They use the single tick, which is feet. 18-foot replica. There are only 500 of them made. $250. Take that back. Yeah, so do I. So do I, Intimidator. I have everything. There's the link for that for anybody that's interested in seeing what I'm talking about.
Commander Shepard?
Miss Jelani.
Khalees had been seen in Al Jelani, Westerland News. Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
Go away.
What do you want to know?
You've been given a unique position to represent our race. People want to get a sense of how you'll do that. Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
The Spectres represent the best of every species in the galaxy. To be asked to join them is an honor.
Some have said your appointment is the Citadel throwing humans a bone. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
The Council is concerned with the needs of the whole galactic community. We're part of that community now. Our needs are on their agenda, but we're one of many.
You really do believe that, don't you? You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
Same thing we just told
Actually,
Mr.
the Normandy was co-developed
Stick up
by
his
human
ass.
and Turian engineers. Its design incorporates many innovations, all of which are classified, I'm afraid.
So the Turians have knowledge of the Normandy that is being kept secret from the Alliance public? Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
I wasn't aware it had been handed over to anyone. I'm in command, and last I checked, I'm human. Same goes for my crew.
Human, yes, but you do work for the Citadel now, Commander. Speaking of your new job, did the Council order you to sabotage human research concern on Noveria?
I'm afraid I can't discuss the details of my missions.
So you were there on a mission from the Council? That's very interesting. Given your recent experiences, do you think humanity will ever get the respect it deserves from the galactic community?
Respect's a funny thing. People always assume they deserve it.
Ooh.
The truth is, respect is earned. And I firmly believe we can earn it.
You're an idealist, Commander, but a sincere one. I hope you're right. One last question, Commander. Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue specter named Saren. Do you have any comment on that?
Hold on. It's pretty clear you have an agenda here. I'm not gonna be a part of it. Excuse me.
There you go.
You can't just walk away, Commander. The public has a right to know.
Punch her.
Isn't it true you're just a shill for the Council?
Wow, all that for 2 Paragon. Ooh. Wow. Now we can give them their point. A whole point. Oh, let's see. Battle Master's already maxed out. Okay. All right, let's see. We need to go see. We need to go see the Admiral. We need to go see Delasani or whatever her name is down by the bar. All right, there was a transit terminal somewhere. There it is. Talk to him first. Are you still doing Mass Effect 3 this weekend, Misbehave? Let's see, he is up here. Oh, here he is right here.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Counselor's assistants.
Oh, yeah. Garrus is almost everybody's favorite, or real close to it. He is mine for sure. Garrus is my boy.
Commander, any word on my missing men?
I'm not sure how to tell you this, Admiral. Your men were killed by a Thresher Maw.
A Thresher Maw? That's not... My men wouldn't just stumble into a Thresher nest. Not the entire unit.
Somebody lured them there with an Alliance distress beacon. Placed it perfectly so they'd land right beside the Thresher nest.
Damn it. I had a bad feeling about this ever since my team disappeared. An Alliance beacon used as bait, my unit wiped out, and nobody seems to know anything about it. Commander, I appreciate what you did. Now I need to do my part. The families of those Marines deserve to know why they died.
I could have brought the bodies back for you.
Anything you need from me?
Not right now, Shepard, but I'll let you know as soon as I find something out.
897. Okay. Let's see. The journal. She's financial. She's across from what would be the embassies. I guess the embassies. Over on the same side where Anderson's office is, and Udina. Oh no! I don't want the flashing lights, thank you.
Commander Shepard, I am Nasana Dantius.
Nasana.
I see you got my message.
It sounded like you needed some help.
I do. My sister Dahlia is a crewman on the cargo vessel operating out beyond the fringes of the Traverse. Her ship was attacked by privateers. There were no reported survivors.
That's too bad.
I'm sorry for your loss.
This is where it gets complicated. Last week, I received a message with her voice on it. Dahlia is alive. The rest of the crew was killed, but she was taken prisoner. The slavers demanded a huge ransom from me in exchange for returning her unharmed.
Why didn't the raiders kill Dahlia along with everyone else?
My sister probably told them who she was. My family's very wealthy, Shepard. They must have realized she was worth more to them alive.
You gonna pay me in drachmae? It's like everybody says that in Odyssey.
Coming up with the ransom seems like the best way to ensure Dahlia's safety.
That's what I thought. I did what they wanted. Transferred the funds to the account they specified. Only they never released her. They haven't contacted me since. I've made a terrible mistake, Shepard. I'm a diplomatic emissary.
I know,
by law,
right?
I'm required to report any attempted extortion to CSEC immediately. But I was afraid for Dahlia, so I just paid the ransom. Now she's still missing. And if anyone finds out what I did, I could end up in jail.
You want me to find her and bring her back?
You only need to bring her back. I've already found her for you. I tracked the ransom payment through several accounts. Eventually, it led to a small mercenary band operating out of the Artemis Tau cluster.
We just came from there.
I need you to go to the Merc base, take them out, and bring my sister back. You shall be well rewarded.
Keep your reward. I'll bring your sister back.
It's
I
like
promise.
Cassandra.
Thank you, Shepard. I knew you were the right woman for the
Anytime
job.
Cassandra
Come
had
back
the
and see me
option
when the
to
job is
refuse
done.
payment, she did. And even then, every so often, she would still get something as a reward for doing something for somebody. Let's see, go to the Macedon system in Artemis Tau. Infiltrate the mercenary machine. Be very, very quiet. Oh. Oh, crap. What's the quickest way to get to... Wow. I guess CSEC, right? The docking bays. Before we take off, I need to take about a 5-minute break. My bladder is calling me.
How can you fight your own people, Wrex? There aren't that many of you left.
I have to pee!
Amplify request.
I have to pee! Take a
Or on
whiz! Make a
Sarah's
piss up!
page.
Drain the main vein!
I
Killing
do.
the latter is business. Killing the former is a
It's a little
favor
bit
to
loud,
the
though. I need to
universe.
adjust the volume on those. Jeez Louise. Thank you. We'll get back on the ship first.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Yes, Commander?
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
haven't done any story missions, so really no need to talk to any of the crewmates. All right, yeah, let me get a save. I'll do that. Let me mute it. Mute it so we can get a tune for you. Yeah, let me take about 5 minutes, and we'll continue. Sit tight, please. I'll be right back. Let me not forget to mute the game or unmute the game. There we go. Oh. Only bad thing about this setup is having to reach around like that. Alright, so we're going back to Artemis
Message coming
Town.
in. Patching it through.
Commander, Miss Al-Jalani's story on you just aired. I don't blame you for walking out on her.
Screw her! See, at what point do we start going down the path where we wind up punching her? Should we start that now?
Sir, she was gonna make me look bad no matter what I said.
Yeah.
You're probably right. I guess it could have gone a lot worse. Just wanted to let you know what the response was back home. I won't keep you any longer. Fifth Fleet out.
At least he didn't give us another mission to do. Ah, there it is right there. Thank you for that earlier misbehave confirmation for me. I don't know. That's a good question. I guess maybe the second one, only because it actually, at least to me, it kind of feels bigger on the inside. Of course, they did have parts of it where it looked like some of it was still under construction, too. All right, Artemis Town. I think it's back over this way. It wasn't Sparta. It started with an M. Athens. Macedon. Hey, we just played Assassin's Creed Odyssey, so Sparta. Knossos. Athens. But I like the Tempest, too. Not as much as the Normandy, but I think I have one of the miniature Tempests somewhere. It may still be in the box. I have a miniature Nomad over there on top of the bookshelf. I also have one of the RC.
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over a secure channel.
Shepard.
Nomads.
This is Admiral Kahoku. I found out who set that trap for my men. The ones killed by the Thresher Moor. Damn, I hope you get this message. It was a group called Cerberus. An Alliance Black Ops organization. Top secret, highest level security clearance. They vanished a few months ago. Dropped right off the grid. Nobody knew where they went or what they were up to. They've gone completely rogue, Shepard. They're conducting illegal genetic experiments, trying to create some kind of super soldier. I don't have any proof, but I found the coordinates for one of their research worlds. I'm uploading them with this message. They're completely out of control. Somebody needs to stop them. I've done my part. Now it's up to you. This is probably the last you'll hear from me. Cerberus is after me now. I need to disappear before they find me.
62 tomorrow here. 12 degrees cooler than it was today. Just came up on my phone. Reading time. Fargalus is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with an abundance of airborne hydrocarbons. Sorry. Excuse me, 19 Earth hour day. Patavig is the second of Macedon's system's giant terrestrial planets and by far the more interesting. Most of the surface is covered by a vast sea of liquid ammonia in which a unique aquatic ammonia-based biosphere has developed. While the frozen continents are largely bereft of life, a rich bounty of complex organisms, many larger than a human, flourish in the chilly, toxic seas. While dreadfully inhospitable to humans, Padavik is suitable for colonization by the Volus. Negotiations between the Systems Alliance and the Volus' patrons, the Turian hierarchy, have made good progress. 47. Yeah, it's supposed to be down in the 40s here next week. For the highs. Lows are supposed to start getting down near freezing. Porlan was an enormous terrestrial planet, half again the size of Earth. Despite its thick atmosphere, the weak output of the red dwarf Macedon leaves its surface biting cold. The crust is mainly composed of silica, but significant deposits of iron and other industrial metals are present. These lodes may prove rich enough to be profitably mined despite the heavy gravity. Yeah, I'm in the southeast, so it's a little bit warmer down here than up there. Shargilla. Winter is coming. Warning, warning, warning. Level 1 pressure hazard. Shargilla has a very dense atmosphere of ammonia and oxygen. Its temperate surface is mainly composed of alumina with deposits of sulfur. Convoys in the system have recently logged a number of unregistered vessels operating nearby. Shargilla has an extensive silicon-based oxygen-breathing ecology. Heavily populated areas are covered with fine silica, silicon dioxide, dust, the respiratory byproduct of the world's higher animal forms. High-speed surface winds, often laden with abrasive silica dust, present a hazard in areas where the wind deposits a great deal of silica. Footing can be treacherous. EVAs are discouraged. Oh, nice. That's a happy story. That's awesome. How long ago was that? It's amazing how many awesome people you can meet from this hobby. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's get our planet save. Nice. All right, map check. Anomaly. Stronghold. Debris. All right, we'll go down here first. Check that out. There was something here after all. Way up in the corner.
Securing point.
It's a bunch of rocks, Tally. Uranium. Wow, I need to break some stuff down. I only have 5 units to be able to fix the Nomad with. Or the Nomad. Ugh. The Mako. Okay, let me check that out. Let's go up here and then we'll go straight across. And we'll save the stronghold for last. Got about an hour left for the night. Whee! I mean, the Mako does have independent suspension on each of the 6 wheels, as you can see. It just does not drive anywhere near as good as the Nomad does. Plus, it doesn't have the Nomad or the Nebula paint job either. It had that. Cooking with butter.
En route.
Matriarch's writings. Okay. Almost sounds like movie or music from a 70s cop show. Oh, God, what am I? Vanguard. Never played a Vanguard before. I probably need to use my biotics more than I do. It's because I'm just not used to using them.
Securing point.
It's just rocks. Here. So normally I play like the soldier class or something very close to it. I just like to typically have all the weapons. I would like to use all the weapons because soldiers typically get to use everything. I guess I played the equivalent. The first time I actually did it, as close to a full biotic as I can. Yeah. It's just so easy to fire a gun, right? Was in my... No, it wasn't my last. In my Xbox One playthrough. I did 2 playthroughs in Andromeda on PC. They were both essentially the same thing, just with each sibling. First playthrough was Sarah as an infiltrator, I think it was. And then I did a New Game Plus on Insanity. Switched over to Scott, because you can do that in Andromeda. You can switch genders on a New Game Plus. Mopped up the rest of the achievements on PC. did that Xbox One as Scott again. I don't remember what class he was. And then I did, God. It's pretty much a, well, I forget what the biotic class that would allow me to use a shotgun. I don't remember which one that was. I think some of them pretty restrict you pretty well on what weapons you can use. Or maybe I did that with Scott on Xbox One, and then when I did my PS4 Platinum Trophy run back in January of this year, I did the same thing with Sarah. And you can get that, God, I wish I remembered the name of the shotgun. Piranha, I think. A combat shotgun. It's got a big canister on the front of it, and you get some upgrades on that thing, get it upgraded pretty high. You just go in there and you just do a charge. You do a charge on your enemy to knock them back, and then you just pound them a couple of times with that Piranha shotgun. You could just melt people, even on Insanity. That was a lot of fun too. Where can I go for? See, I don't have. It's the only thing bad about shit. All right, so much for him. Out here. See if we can get a better angle at just the guy on the tower. Let's try this. Here's the Mako. Some mobile cover. Get it out on the flat ground. If there even is any flat ground over here. That tower should be disabled right here. All right, sounds good. Thanks for coming out, Intimidator. Appreciate it. We're gonna have a night off tomorrow, but hopefully you can come out Friday.
All clear.
See, we've got the elements, plus those guys to worry about. All right, shields. Did I shoot him with my pistol? Oh, we gotta get back in the Mako.
All clear.
Engaging target.
Why are you hiding behind the Mako? Not that that's a bad strategy. Killed him as his bullet was in the air. Alright. Grab a save. Tally's blocked. All right. Holds him in place, but also makes him. I wonder what the usefulness of that is. Always wondered that. Rocket launcher dudes. Stally. Oh man, I could have blown that up. Don't you hate it when you clear out a room like that and you realize that there was something in there that you could have taken advantage of, but you didn't? Because you either didn't know it was there or had forgotten. All the time. Yeah. Alright, what's in here? I don't see any more markers. Eight. That's the first level 8 thing I think we've seen, maybe. Heavy armor. I think Ashley can use that. Medium armor. I don't know if I can or not. Light for sure. Snipers. Garrus will be glad to see those. Phoenix 7. Oh, nice. Quarian. Guess what Tally's getting? Although it's going to look the same, right? Doesn't her stuff always look the same no matter what you give her? Alright, armor. Phoenix 7. That's a big jump. Oh, that's right. She's got... Oh, that's right. That's right. She's got the red and black. What about me? Anything for me? Nothing for me! Yeah, it's only light armor for me. Caden. I don't remember if Caden can do medium either. Although we're probably not going to take them out that much with us. We still give them the best that we can give them. Let's see, shotties. Let's see, let's give Wrex. $240. Let's see what else. Let's see. We got some biotic amps too. Grenades. There we go. Duration, basically swapping duration for cooldown. Power. No, I'll do that. rifle for Wrex. Same as what he's got. Ooh. Pistols. Of course, I have the Spectre. No way anything out in the field you're going to find, I don't think, can be better than that. Let's do tally first. Still an 07. Wrex. Snipers. Oh, we can give that to him. That'll work. Okay. Get everything. Go back. We need to go upstairs. Still haven't gone upstairs yet. What kind of goodies are we going to have up there? Okay. Cryo-explosive 7 grenades. Armor upgrades. I'll probably do, tomorrow. Ooh, hard decryption. Wow, hard for both of these. Yikes. Let's clean up the inventory. Shotgun. Discover evidence that the Asari leading these slavers and Nasana Dantius, an important ambassador on the Citadel, are sisters! You should return to the Presidium and confront Nasana with this. Download the evidence. I don't think she was expecting us to survive. Ah! Oh, boo. We are going to open this. Pistols, anything level 6, especially this level 4. Rid of that. We've got 25. Is that at least enough to get that open? Yeah. Cryo rounds, kinetic. Oh, I was going to do the combat scanners, but I can do that tomorrow. Get all that stuff cleaned up and emptied out. Broken down, sold. How much money do I have? A 1.8 million credits. Yeah, I gotta go buy her a new dress or something. Got everything on here. We could probably go down there, but I don't know if it's worth it at this point. Get that save. Igneel Master, thank you for the follow. Welcome. How you doing tonight? Thank you for coming by on this N7 day. All right, let's see. We've got to go back to the Citadel. We know that. I don't think we have any. We didn't pick up any other missions, did we? Yeah, I think I did my insanity with the soldier back then. Okay, back this way. First time playing a Vanguard.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Oh, jeez. They can't even be open. There she goes. Now she's rocking her red outfit.
Alliance officials have raided a dangerous cult controlled by a former
Major
Alliance
Kyle.
officer, Major Kyle. Major Kyle surrendered and is now being treated for severe post-traumatic stress disorder.
PTSD. Bluebird Man, thank you for the follow. Welcome. How you doing? Welcome to the Igloo on this N7 day. How's it going? Just gotta go back to where we were before. Awesome. Awesome. Uh-oh. Got some more rain coming in. Nope. That was a temperature alert. Alright, where's the terminal? There it is. Embassies. I gotta go back to the bar and talk to her. Okay. Go talk to Anderson again. We always have time for Anderson. Surprised to see me?
Yes, Shepard? Did you find my sister?
Dahlia's dead, and I know she was blackmailing you.
So the truth comes out. I hope you're not angry. Surely you can understand why I lied to you.
Does that answer your question?
If people found out my sister was a criminal, I'd be considered a security risk. They'd revoke my clearance, or place me on administrative leave until she was apprehended. That is why I misled you. I could not risk you exposing me. But now that Dahlia is out of the picture, it's no longer a problem.
I would have helped if you'd just told me the truth.
Perhaps you're right. I am sorry. We have trust issues in my family.
Obviously.
I shall transfer a little something
Wrex.
into your account as a token of my appreciation. I'm sure you'll find the amount satisfactory.
You're a diplomat on her way up the ranks. Could be handy to have a Spectre who owes you a favor.
You make a good point. Anyone can come up with credits, but I can give you authorization to purchase prototype Asari mods. I will get you added to our manufacturer's preferred client list. I think you'd be very interested in what they have.
Very interested.
Goodbye, Shepard. It has been a pleasure doing business with you.
Those eyes are messed up. Looks like she's half asleep. Oh, by the way, happy N7 day today. I'm rocking my Andromeda Initiative hoodie today. Hope you guys were able to wear something or use something, a coffee mug or something today to celebrate. I punch him. Drac. Guardians. Is it Drac or Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy? I can never remember. Punch him.
Your Noveria report raised a few eyebrows in the council, Shepard. I can't believe you let that queen live. There's a reason their species was nearly wiped out. You should have finished them off.
This queen isn't like the others. She's not interested in conquest or war.
Really? I'm glad you're an expert in a species we know virtually nothing about. I hope we're both still around in 50 years to see if you're right.
Genocide of an entire species is a terrible tragedy, Ambassador. Shepard did the right thing.
Fine. I'll just tell everyone we figured it was a good idea to release a fertile Rachni queen in the wilds of Noveria. I'm sure nobody will have a problem with that.
In the wilds of Noveria? It's a freaking ice planet. Get out of here, Udina. Jeez.
Yes, Commander?
That guy.
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end.
Seems a little dark.
Pushing papers really isn't my thing. But you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
Speaking of Andromeda, before we go any farther, I assume everybody's played it to the end, and they had that conversation with the one person at the end that was talking of that showed Ryder listen to that signal, that message that came from the Quarian Ark that was supposed to be DLC originally. Well, they decided to release that story as a book. Just got this today. That is supposed to be the story of what happened to the Quarian Ark in Andromeda. Yep, I pre-ordered it, and it just came out. I just got it today. So, looking forward to reading that. It's actually fairly thin compared to Uprising, which is the one about what happened on the way to Andromeda.
Why weren't you honest with me?
It's not something I'm proud of.
With the
I had a chance
Krogans
to
and all
become
that
the
stuff.
first human Spectre, and I failed. Saren made sure of that.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated. Mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to?
Yeah.
Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start.
Bad feeling about this.
I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
The only thing I care about is stopping
Oh,
Saren.
now she's doing it. Oh, jeez, no.
It's no good living in the past.
No.
Do you know anything about Vermeer?
Sorry, Shepard. I've never even heard of it before all this. You'll have to go out there and check it out for yourself.
I want to know the truth about you and Saren.
Oh.
I want to know about the mission you were on together all those years ago.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Alliance Intel had... We tracked... The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant...
The only thing I care
You're
about
right,
is stop.
It's no good living.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Oh, and at the end of that video that BioWare put out today, it's like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes or something like that. You know, they had some stuff from the previous games and all of that, and like the last 30 to 45 seconds of it, first was Mike Gamble, who is essentially in charge of the franchise now at BioWare. He said some things and all that stuff, excited for the future of Mass Effect, blah, blah, blah. And then Casey came on at the last part of that and kind of essentially said the same thing. And at the very end of it, he picks up a coffee mug and takes a drink out of it and turns to the side and the video ends. But the funny thing is it's a Mass Effect mug, right? It's black with the N7 logo on it. But on the other side of the mug from the N7, it said, "I should go." And I'm like, I watched that and I'm like cracking up. That's hilarious. I want one of those. I need to go check their store. It's been a while since I've checked their store to see if they have anything new. Okay, it's not up. Oh, man. Well, that sucks. All right, we'll grab a quick save. I don't know what we have in them. Oh, that's right. We've got to go here. This will probably be the last thing that we do tonight, because I don't think we have any other missions that aren't collecting stuff. Conrad. So we'll do Cerberus, Binthu, and we'll call it a night after this one. And I think what we'll do on Friday, because we're not streaming tomorrow, on Friday night we'll do Bring Down the Sky right off the bat. And then once we do that, then we'll switch over and then we'll do either, I guess we'll do oh man, where did that come from? Voyager. Then we'll do, I guess, Vermeer. Go to Vermeer and do that. We've got 4 hours on Friday night, and then 4 hours on Saturday afternoon, evening, and then 4 hours on Sunday right around lunchtime. So that is the plan.
What's with the helmets, Tally? Are all Quarians shy? Or do you not believe in letting outsiders see your faces?
No, living in the clean environment of the flotilla has weakened our immune systems. The environmental suits protect against diseases.
Naturally. Anything that isn't constantly challenged grows weak.
Spoken by somebody that would know. Where the hell are we going again? Goodness. Voyager. Voyager Yangshi.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
That we match.
Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. Exo Presley stands relieved.
Before we take off, let's go talk to Garrus and Wrex, because we did do those 2 missions for them. Let's see if they have anything else to say. It's not a main story, not main story stuff, but it's kind of as close to a loyalty mission as Mass Effect 1's going to give you.
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
What for, Garrus?
For everything. Taking me with you, letting me be part of your team. I've learned a lot. I've thought a lot about what you've told me. About not sacrificing innocence to achieve the goal. About finding the best way through, not just the fastest. And I've been thinking about Dr. Saleon, too. I'd convinced myself that he deserved to die, but then I started thinking about why I wanted him dead. I realized it wasn't because of what he did to those people. That was part of it, but I think most of it was because he got away from me. He escaped under my watch, and I didn't like that. I let it become personal.
Words mean nothing until you turn them into action, Garrus. What are you gonna do about it?
Well, I'm going back to C-Sec. I think I can make a difference there. I'll also reapply for Spectre training, but I'll do it right. I won't compromise myself to get there. If the people I'm sworn to protect can't trust me, then I don't deserve to be the one protecting them.
I'm glad you see it that way. Keep that in mind when we meet Saren.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
Shepard.
Shepard.
So you'd rather be a merc than help your people?
I'm a fighter. It's what I do.
Aren't you at all worried about what will happen to the Krogan?
What the hell do you want me to do about it, Shepard? I'm tired of sticking my ass on the line and getting nothing for it.
So you're just giving up on your people?
I gave up on fighting for a lost cause. I'm no hero, Shepard. Bottom line, killing for credits simplifies things.
You ever think about helping your people?
I try not to. But there's a lot of Krogan mercs out there. I'm always running into them. Half the time I'm being paid to kill them. But that's just part of the job. You don't get to pick who your enemies are.
How long have you been a merc?
Long enough.
We've had most of these conversations already, if not all of them.
After I left my home system. It's good work if it doesn't kill you.
I get the feeling you enjoy your work.
Sure. You get to see the galaxy on someone else's credits. And most days end with a good fight. I've tried more organized fighting, private armies and such, but it gets too messy. I fight best on my own, or in very small groups. I don't like people relying on me, and I bloody well don't like relying on them.
So long, Wrex.
Shepard. Whoa, bright. You know, it's funny, Bluebird Man, for years I had only played the male version. Broship or Manship or whatever version whatever name you prefer to give him. Because he's, you know, he was always the guy on the box, right? In all the videos leading up to launch of the game, it was always him. So, in effect, he was the canon Shepard. But I think, you know, as I watched other people play Femship, you know, you realize that she does a better job as the voice actor for Femship than Mark Meer does. I mean, it's not a large gap, but I think Jennifer Hale does do a better job as Shepard than Mark Meer does. All right, let's see. We're going again to Voyager Cluster. I wish it wasn't so damn sensitive. Yangshi. Amazon. I'll look and see if I don't know if we've been here or not. I do wish it did a better job of telling you if you've already been somewhere or not. Cybin. Tremar sounds familiar. Probably been here. Tremar is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of methane and nitrogen in its upper atmosphere. Day length is about half of Earth. A little bit more than half. Cybin. Zoom out. A small rock and ice planet, Cybin has an extremely thin atmosphere of hydrogen sulfide and ethane. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of magnesium and silicates with deposits of iron. Cybin's crust contains significant deposits of green serpentine, a mineral formed by volcanic activity. This suggests Cybin was a more geologically active world in the distant past. Dernuka. Clouds. Dernuka is an enormous terrestrial world, nearly twice the size of Earth. Its environment is similar to that of Mars, arid, with a mix of craggy basalt highlands and sand-scoured deserts of iron-laced silicate dust. Dernuka's atmosphere mainly consists of carbon dioxide and argon, but the planet's mass is great enough that measurable amounts of helium and even molecular hydrogen remain trapped in its atmosphere. The planet's gravity well is deep enough that it has collected nearly a dozen small satellites, mostly captured asteroids. Its surface is scarred by many large impact craters, marked the final resting place of other captured asteroids. Agabinium. Oh, this place. Agabinium is a small terrestrial world with an extremely thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. Although the planet has sufficient mass to maintain a much thicker atmosphere, much of it has been blasted away. The red giant Amazon is a long-period variable star, currently at the nadir of a 16-year cycle. At peak, its energy output doubles, lashing Agabinium with intense heat and radiation. I think this is a level 2, isn't it? The crust is mainly composed of aluminum with deposits of tin. Much of the surface is coated with fine silicate dust, which easily penetrates the smallest cracks to foul machinery. Let's save this for Friday. We still want to do the other place. We've got about 10 minutes left. May not be able to do the Cerberus stuff either. Sonedma is the second of the Amazon system's arid superterrestrial worlds. It is considerably less dense than its neighbor Dernuka and has an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of iron-laced silicates with deposits of sulfur. I'll have to remember to go back to Amazon. Yangshi. Message coming in. Patching it through. Was it Benthu? I think Benthu was where we were supposed to go. We'll save that for last. Alrumeter. Alrumeter is a small rocky terrestrial planet with a trace atmosphere of nitrogen and krypton. Its frigid surface is mainly composed of light metals with deposits areas. Some of this stuff doesn't sound grammatically correct. Deposits areas of frozen ammonia. Prothean data disk. You detected a weak signal coming from the far side of the planet Alrumeter. Joker brought the Normandy around, and your salvage team picked up a small escape pod trapped in orbit. There was a long-dead Turian inside, along with a few personal items and a Prothean data disk. Draeger. Go ahead and grab that. Beryllium. Draeger is a small barren rock world with a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The surface is frigid and mainly composed of silicates with deposits of magnesium, aluminum, and other light metals. Draeger has a weak magnetic field, making it unsuitable for drive discharge operations. Benthu, did we get this one? Patajiri. Thorium. Patajiri has a thin atmosphere composed of neon and chlorine. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of silica with deposits of copper. During the long cold night, the chlorine in the atmosphere falls to the ground in the form of frost. Benthu. Benthu has an atmosphere of carbon dioxide with a permanent haze of toxic chlorine and clouds of sulfur dioxide that periodically drop torrents of acid rain on the surface. Its crust is mainly composed of sulfur with deposits of calcium. Like most worlds in the Voyager cluster, Benthu has only been charted within the last 20 years by Alliance surveyors. It has no known native ecology. Data about the world is surprisingly brief and generic, painting a picture of an unpleasant and uninteresting place. probably have time to scout out the locations on the map and do like we did the other night and started tonight. We'll make a save once we get close to the last place that we got to fight in, and we'll start off Friday with that. Ready for action. What do we got for a map? Okay, got 3 of them. Get these minerals first. Yeah, we definitely gotta break some stuff down because we have no gel to fix the Mako. Got plenty of stuff in the inventory to do that though. Palladium. Alright. Still marked. Proton rounds, shield modulator, and kinetic stabilizer. Alright. Map updated. Tiny bit of XP. I think we'll grab that. We'll grab our save and we'll save the research facilities. Whoa! Hello! Wow. That doesn't happen very often. Rub his belly. Yeah, we're almost done. What's going on, man? Got about 4 minutes. If that. Oh, another pyramid. Yeah, it's a weekday, man. I can't go past 9 o'clock on a weekday. 3 days in and a... Ah! Let's try this again. Where's the hole? Prothean disc. Another Prothean disc. Okay. Lots of stars. Alright, so... let's see what's the map look like. So yeah, we've got to do these 3 spots. Or is it 4? Research. Oh, crash probe. Okay. So yeah, we'll start off on Friday night, finishing up this planet. Finishing up this mission. And then we'll like I said earlier, I was gonna go through my inventory and break a bunch of stuff down and pass stuff out. The best place to do that obviously is on the Normandy, because you can do that for everybody on the Normandy. Otherwise, when you're out here, you can only do it with the 2 people that are with you. So we'll have to spend some time on stream cleaning some of that stuff out, because we're getting close to the item limit. So we'll have to save that for Friday night. So anyway, so yeah, that's going to be it for the night, guys. Thank you very much for coming out on this N7 day. I was not originally going to stream tonight, but because today is what it is, I decided to go ahead and do it anyway. So excuse me. Thank you for coming out. Thank you, Misbehave. Thank you for coming out, everybody. I will see you Friday night, 6 o'clock. We're going to do 4 more hours of Mass Effect. See you then. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Bluebird. See you guys later.